and it is cold, metallic. It is churning and beating, but it doesn't have any magic flowing out of it.
Okay. That's all I can really glean from it, right?
You can roll an investigation if you want to.
It's probably not gonna be good.
You're
Oh, yeah,
fucking
bitch.
saying
Okay.
this isn't a heart of a god. It's crafted in a way that almost reminds you of the entity from the basement you just freed.
Aw. Is this their heart?
But they weren't missing a heart, were they?
They were not, but you find an inscription on this heart.
Oh.
Okay.
Protector of
Oh.
Tagan, the Wish Dragon.
Wait. So the heart is of the
Original ancestral?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess that solidifies what I take.
Hey,
You said
boss.
there's hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Pretty is gonna fuck with that key in a second, but please continue.
No, that was it. I was gonna continue to say, unless if Mr. Pretty runs towards something, Erie's just gonna look at every other object that's available.
Yeah, Mr. Pretty does. I think he looks over the things and then sees where Yuri's walking. Oh shit. And then runs to the run. He doesn't do that. Flies to the key and picks it up and looks it over.
This key's made out of volcanic obsidian with a glowing drop of lava at its most top point.
He's gonna poke the glowing bit
Uh,
to
it,
see if it's hot.
it's not hot, but it's his finger like can go inside of it.
All right, what else do we have that's precious? Because I really want to take nothing, and I really want this key for Fawn.
So you have what the crows called levels, which is going to be the purple vial. You have the
Purple vial.
mask. You have the shield, and then you have the bottle of nothing.
So the key is just a key?
It's a magical
It's
key.
yeah, it's a magical key. Okay, bottle.
Yeah. Yeah.
You both walk up to this delicate glass bottle with a little black vortex inside of it.
Mr. Pretty perches on Yuri's shoulder.
You're just gonna carefully pick it up, look it over.
It just spins aimlessly.
Does it feel like the shadows?
It doesn't feel like the shadows, but it doesn't necessarily feel natural.
Okay, do I have to roll an investigation for each one of these things?
We will help.
You give me an investigation or an arcana or a history.
We will help.
Investigation. You said Arcana or History?
Mm-hmm.
Great. All of those suck. You said I get help.
Mhm.
15.
From what you read back in your home country, this is the beginning
11.
of a plane.
Oh,
Okay, so
The
he, for
bottle-
some reason, has the heart of a god and a plane in a bottle.
a key to hell.
I'm gonna put the bottle back and look at the mask.
Probably the ancestral mask.
This mask on one side seems very metallic with its etchings, but on the inside it looks smooth, almost glass-like. There's like a mechanical hum coming from it, but you don't see any gears or moving parts to it.
Okay. Do you want to help me investigate again?
Absolutely.
19.
You've put the mask close enough to your face to see out the lenses, and you could see every thread of magic in each item, each star in the sky, and on the ground you walk. The mask
What do I
said-
see?
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say at the top left of your vision through the eyes of the mask, you see Agmos Pocket Dimension. Your location.
Okay. I pull up the heart to have the mask look at it while I'm looking through the mask.
Tori, I could kiss your beautiful fucking face. Anyways.
The mask reads the heart. The deceased ancestral, guardian of Taggin the Wish Dragon.
There's a hesitation, but she'll ask, is there a use for this heart?
Instructions pop up in your line of sight. Please return to the ancestral plane to be reincarnated for a different use.
She'll tilt her head and use the mask to identify the bottle again.
This is an experimental plane. It has no dragon attached to it.
Okay. E.
Yeah, Mr. Pretty, I think after watching her look over things, he takes the key and shakes it in front of her eyes.
Yep. Looked at a key.
This is an emergency exit key.
An emergency exit to where?
Out.
Out of Taggin?
Out of the bubble system.
Oh. That's
We know what that means, but we don't.
We know what that means.
We know what that means.
Yeah. What do you mean the bubble system?
Mr. Pretty tilts his head.
The mask shows two planes surrounded by two bubbles, and then clear bridges leading to a plane out of reach.
Interesting.
You are located on the bubble plane, Taggin at this time.
Just pause and blink and then look to the shield.
This shield is made out of ancestral steel. It can never be destroyed. It can never be melted.
You mean ancestral? Damn it, I fucked it up.
Ancestral.
Shut up.
Ancestral.
Anyway, the jar of nothing.
Ancestral.
You did the jar of nothing, I'm pretty sure.
I have not.
Yeah.
I thought you...
I did the jar, the purple one that has
Oh.
the plane in it.
No, sorry. The jar of nothing has the plane in it. I apologize. I thought you had...
Oh, my bad. I thought
No,
that I
it's
was talking about the purple jar.
it's a vial, sorry. My bad.
No, you're fine. My bad.
Alright, purple vial. This is an increased strength potion, also known as levels.
What are levels?
Increased strength. Ooh.
An arbitrary number to determine your strength level.
Cute.
What an arbitrary number.
It's a buff. It's a buff to our people.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, we need to go shove everybody down this hole. What are we doing?
But each person only gets one item.
How many of us went?
2.
No, I meant in our party. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Roy, Esther, technically Agmos. You have 3, and then you have 3 of you down there, so...
Right, but this is Agmos's pocket dimension, so this is all things of Agmos already.
Question: do you think if he got his ass down here, he would be able to take whatever he wants without? Or do you think it's a take and give constantly?
I imagine it's a take and give constantly.
Mm-hmm.
We can only take 2 things. And
Okay.
Mr. Pretty wants the key, right?
Well, if he just figured out that that's gonna take him away from his mama and then his mama, and it's not fire for fun, I think he's gonna put it back.
Does anyone use a shield?
Technically, you're proficient with shields.
Technically, yes, but I'm also archery, which means I do not use shields.
I feel like Mr. Pretty's gonna grab the bottle of nothing. The plane. If Eerie hasn't already chosen it.
Eerie has not chosen it. Eerie's just staring at everything.
I feel like the heart. We have the heart, but what do we return it to? We can't take it to Ravel and be like, hi, here's the heart of the person that you replaced. You know?
List of other opportunities for the heart to be used.
This heart can be implanted into any compatible ancestral or overseer droid.
Okay.
Implanting it into any non-ancestral being could risk an overload.
So it's hypothetically useless to us.
Currently, for any non-ancestral being, the survival rate is at a 75%.
I don't know.
Okay. I think Mr. Pretty is gonna pull on Erie's ear. You want me to fly up and get everybody? And we can talk about this together?
I guess.
He
She'll
nods.
take off the mask and just look at everything. So, I'm not sure if we're exactly going to get another chance. I don't know if all of this goes away the moment that we exit or bring someone else in.
Mr. Pretty, like, scrunches his face and one of his, like, gnarl, like, teeth pokes at his nostril and he, like, sniffles and then he looks at her. I'll just fly out really quick. I'll be right back. And then you'll be here and my tooth's gonna stay here. And I'll leave the bottle of booze there. And I'll come back with other people. And then you'll still be here, so you'll have an eye on things. I'll be quick.
Okay.
I'll push the other dragon down first, and then he flies up.
I guess Ariel just sit here in this quiet little plane.
Yuri
Put back on the mask.
Okay. What do you want to look at with the mask?
How were all these objects obtained?
The objects were hidden around Tagan. After the ancestral protecting the Wish Dragon was killed by the Wish Dragon.
Interesting. I guess she'll slowly take it off again. I'm just gonna sit there and think about that.
Give me like a quick perception check.
Oops, that's a 13.
I'll give you advantage though.
Okay.
The mask begins to just like beep.
What do you mean beep?
Like the eye holes begin to like just glow. Like you know how like you get a message on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mask does that.
You have one notification.
She'll be confused and look it over and then put it back on.
This is something that you should not be able to interact with, yet you are.
Can I see this person? Or
You were
do I hear a voice?
You were just hearing like a voice like directly into your ears when you put this mask on.
It almost sounds like you're enticing me to keep it instead, despite you.
I don't believe you will be spiting me. You'll be spiting someone who had created this poor ancestral's face. That you were using.
And you're warning me of this why?
I'm warning you to ensure that you don't get yourself into more trouble than you already are.
Why does it interest you to keep me out of trouble?
For both of our sakes, I would prefer you to not be killed. Or your existence erased from the minds of everyone around you.
Was that supposed to scare me?
No. I don't anticipate it to scare you.
Then why give such a heavy warning that feels so empty?
Because I'm being direct with you. And as direct as I can be.
As though I have no clue who you are.
You can, in theory, just safely say, I'm a friend on the inside.
Inside of the mask?
Inside of the ancestral plane, and yes, inside of this mask too.
It almost feels like you're encouraging me to choose the mask instead.
How about we make an interesting pact?
Why would I make a pact with you?
Because I'm no deity.
Though a pact is still a bond.
Then would you like to call it an temporary arrangement?
Not without knowing what you plan to do first.
I cannot leave here because I'm bound to the rules Agmod has placed upon himself. So if you manage to stow me away from here, I can give you information that you otherwise would not have.
Does you mean it's the mask that's talking? Or someone threw the mask with a cell phone call?
I'm gonna say the mask is kind of talking.
Okay. Okay. And what happens to you if I leave you here?
You go on with your pursued quest, and I remain here in this endless plane until it is destroyed.
And why would that make me feel better for you?
You have nothing to lose or gain by leaving me.
And yet you were trying to strike a deal with me, as if it were something to gain.
Information, primarily.
And how much information would you even be giving? This seems to be a test run for now.
As much as I have to give. You see, I don't believe I'm in the position to hold back any information.
This mask is saying, "Get me out of here, girl."
Yeah, but I don't...
I don't like it.
Yeah, but Erie's also like, why should I listen to a mask?
Um, when Mr. Pretty gets to the top, he does pop up and then make himself uninvisible behind Alvar and what yells "Boo!" to scare him, to try to get him to jump in the hole.
Yeah, I think that'll scare Alvar to jump down the hole.
Great, he'll go invisible again. And go
I
get
don't- I
Bob.
also don't mean to cut this any shorter,
Mm-mm.
but it is one, and no, I have to get it up in the morning.
That's why I mentioned it at 12:30, but no.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, come on. Let's go to bed.